Welcome to my 2024 scale modelling review, where I'll show you all my builds on YouTube this year. I started the year with the Airfixfet, a British Army Scout car. I did the videos in two parts, one for painting and one for weathering. I used VMS pigments, which I really recommend, as the project goes rock hard after 24 hours and you don't get those messy bits after. Check the video out. Next I built the Airfix classic Bismarck, a German battleship, a tough kit given its age and moulding. I persevered and got a decent result and made a simple diorama to show it off. Yet another Airfix classic kit, the Bristol bloodhound RAF SAM system used in the Cold War. I tried to brush paint it so non-airbrush modellers could have a go. I created a simple small diorama for the various parts. I really enjoyed the result. Another great kit from Tamiya, the T34, a 1-35 kit which I heavily weathered, which you can get away with on the Eastern Front in World War II. Again, I used the VMS pigment system. I really liked the way I did the crates on the side, which although simple, seemed really effective. Perhaps an odd model to build, the Humba Pig, a British armoured car from the Cold War. This was a 3D printed model. I based the vehicle as if it had been used in Northern Ireland during the Troubles, hence the bricks due to rioting. The 70s TV show Spearhead, which I was watching at the time, inspired me to build this, and the video details pre-shade and weathering. The second 3D printed kit of the year was a Sherman Dozer. This was a 1-72 kit. Tidying the kit up was quite fiddly, but the weathering look of dust on the hull looked really good. I was really pleased with it. I'll start with the F-35 from Airfix, a 1-72 scale kit. I got the colours wrong, but I was pleased with the pre-shading and weathering result in the end. Gave me a chance to use the weathering stencil for the first time as an experiment, both before the base paint and after the base paint, and I was really pleased with some of the results. If you ignore the colours, it's a worthwhile video of a standard approach to aircraft modelling. In the summer, I built the German World War II Herzer, a great kit from Academy. Masking tape is also included for the ambush pattern that you can paint, which worked out really well. The kit comes with two really good figures, which painted up really well and were great poses. Overall, excellent value for money. I photographed it in the ruined church diorama I built and posted last year. I tried to build a MiG every year. This time it's a MiG-31B, an ICM kit that I did find a little bit tricky, but I really did enjoy the end result. Again, I followed a standard weathering technique with not much to weathering, given it's a modern jet. Earlier in the year, I went to the island of Okinawa, Japan, which inspired me to make a series of videos. First, an M4 US Marine Corps Sherman, which I put skirts on to be a little bit different and it was against the anti-tank mines of the Japanese army. I faded the paintwork and used pigments to weather. The wood effect really came out well. I was aiming for something like teak and mahogany, and I was really pleased with it. Figures for the diorama were the US Marine Corps. This kit being from Dragon. I use a method to paint figures that's quick and easy, and that you can get on with building the kits instead. Next, I painted some Japanese Imperial Marines. As with the US Marine Corps figures, if you want a no-fuss method to painting figures that doesn't take very long, then go and check my video out. I brought the figures because of the flags on the rifles. Check the video out to see how I did it. Here's the diorama. It's based on Shuri Castle in Okinawa. I used lots of the reference photos which are in the video to create this scene. The materials are quite basic, so all can have a go without having expensive materials. What's in store for 2025? Well, I've got a Marder, which I'm going to hopefully build a diorama for. I've started this Hornet, although it's got raised panel lines, which is difficult. The Tamiya Challenger 1. The M4 Sherman, which will have a film link to it, hopefully. I haven't built a helicopter, so I may build this one. And lastly, I brought this one in Japan, but am I up to it just yet? Thanks for all the support during the year. And if you haven't done it already, please subscribe and hit the notification button so you see all my latest postings. Many thanks.